Good morning, Mr. Colegio. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail, credit for the 12 days that you've done. You need to understand that this is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What happens next time?
It won't be a next time, sir.
This moment right here is classic judge energy. Every defendant claims there won't be a next time, but the judge has heard it 1,000 times. Notice how he instantly warns about the future felony level. He's setting the tone early. This isn't just a lecture, it's a legal wake-up call.
If I had one strand of hair every time someone told me that right there, I would look like you with hair. Really. If I had one strand. You need to understand that both of these are going to go on your record. They'll be there forever. Even if you have a sip of alcohol, if you get pulled over, an officer's going to see DWI, 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 they're going to probably take you right in. From now on, you're facing a 3rd-degree felony, 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. So
I wouldn't get in the car even if you've had a sip of alcohol, because if you thought this was bad, wait till you get to felony court. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it goes on your record. You can never take it off. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
It's alleged that you had an open container. Is that true or untrue? Did you have an open container of alcohol in the car?
Yeah.
I did discuss that.
I'm going to abandon the second enhancement, but that's an enhancement that makes it a minimum of 5 days in jail to the case, which you've already satisfied it, obviously.
Okay.
But it's still an enhancement that they have on there. They actually have 2 enhancements. Your second enhancement is one that you had. Actually, there's 3 enhancements, actually. So it's also alleged here that you had a prior DWI in County Court 5 in Montgomery County. Is that true or untrue? It's also alleged here that you had a .15 or above. Is that true?
I would, due to the actual results, I would ask them to abandon that one.
Okay, I'll abandon that one. I got to look to see, because that one might make it 90 days though.
The NCC code has to change because it's a DWI second with the 0.15.
It's a second.
With a 15,
Okay,
so we need to, so
because it is a 0.14 and a 0.15, so I would.
do you know what the new NCSC code
It
is?
will be just a DWI second, right?
Yeah. I don't have, do you guys have the NCSC code for just a DWI second?
I think it should be the 14.
I don't know. I want you to understand that there's another big thing about this, Mr. Colegio, that DWIs are big business in Harris County. You know, this right here, there is a $6,000 surcharge that goes on you because this is a second offense, plus court costs of around $500. So because you're in custody now, I'm going to end up waiving it because you're in custody now. But the more DWIs you pick up, the worse life gets. And it's so easy. All you have to do is hit one button on your phone, $40, and Uber will take you wherever you want to go, man. Don't get into a car again if you've had alcohol, because it's not going to end up well. Did you find a chance?
Yeah, yes, Judge. I think the paperwork may have to be refiled. I'm not entirely sure, but she's going to work on it.
Okay with abandoning the 15 enhancement?
Last name again?
Colegio, COLL.
EGL.
So that would be.
And what's the logic behind that?
Well, one of my fear was that it would make the minimum higher, but the,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's pretty high. That's why I was, that's what my understanding was. I didn't know that. Mhm. That's scary. That's why I kept it, and it's minimum was 3. 30 is fine.
Okay, so I just say,
you would? Yeah.
okay. Okay.
This is where the real financial hammer drops. A lot of viewers don't realize that DWIs aren't just jail time. The fees, surcharges, and enhancements can bury you. The judge is basically saying, you think jail is bad? Wait until you see the bill. What would you choose? Uber for $40 or a $6,000 penalty?
So we can continue with the plea as written.
Okay, so is it true that you had an open container? Did you have an open container?
Yes.
No, you were there.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it true that you had that prior to DWI?
Yes, sir.
And it's also true that you had a 0.15 or above?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know how to act. You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Just be good in the future. We're not asking much, you know? We want our streets safe. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
Find you guilty, I will follow the agreements for cost. So I'm going to waive the DPS fees. I still need that order, please.
Yes, we'll do it.
And then I am going to suspend your license for a year. Do not drive. It's a DWI. It's a second DWI. You're
Okay,
pleading
yes, fine.
guilty.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That, look,
Fine, thank you.
you're going to get out of jail.
Okay, can I get an ID, like a regular ID to start working?
Well, of course you can.
Okay, I'm just asking. That was the reason I turned myself in.
Glad that you did.
Thank you.
You're getting out of here probably today. When you get out, don't start driving.
Yes, sir.
Call DPS. They can tell you how to get your license back. And then when you do things the right way, good things happen. If you go out there and you start driving, even though you got to work,
Yes, sir.
Murphy's Law, what can happen will happen. You're probably going to end up getting pulled over and you're going to be right back over here.
Sure.
So do things the right way. Good things happen. All right. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Ben heard with me last week. I was in Cancun. I guess there's a DVR for positive alcohol.
He's out now. Don't want any more issues. Just. Don't want any more issues. I'm not asking much. Just do what you need to do. Really, you know?
Judge, pretrial, I talked to pretrial, they said they're gonna, they listed about the THC you're getting. I don't know what you wanted.
God, it's only 70 days old too.
So Judge,
All this trauma and it's only been 70 days.
is that it? The lab is back. There's no alcohol, which we expected that already. We're still waiting for drug analysis, but I think as soon as that's back and the state's ready, we'd see it, just try it, or, just try it. Let's get done.
Is that where this is headed?
Well, I looked at I eval'd it, and I don't think it's the DWI. I don't think it's intoxicated when I looked at the eval, but but the state can't do a full eval until they have their labs for the blood. And
Tell me what you
I
think.
expect that.
I'm going to tell you now, this has so much drama, Ms. Saba, that I'm like ready to pony it up with Justin as well. You know, I don't want to sit and wait another 6 months. And,
Judge, we don't,
oh, that's wonderful. Hi, you look great. You know,
what were you?
It's gonna be
Jones,
an alleged drug case.
Oh, yeah, we
Is there a
just don't
DRE
have the
done?
toxicology
Judge?
report
DRE?
yet, Judge.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
DRE, shh. Was there a DRE?
Dairy? Yeah.
We just don't have the toxicology report yet, Judge, so, and the case is only 2 months old.
I know, no, well, yeah, a little bit over, but yeah.
A little bit over.
How long do you think it'll take?
I think it should take 1 more month, because sometimes I've seen them take up to 4, but maybe we can give it like 1 more setting before we.
Yeah. Okay, we'll sit you off 30 days.
Still have them come in to do drug testing.
Yeah, just don't use, you know? All right, so we'll continue supervision now, Felicia.
Judge, just to clarify, so you are permitting the usage of THC?
No, I don't,
So that's like the dilemma here.
I know.
So I don't, because we're just gonna continue about, we have to.
Yeah, I mean, how do we deal with this? I don't,
Let's hurry, the lab's back and
Yes,
eval and try.
I'm not down with you continue to use marijuana. I'm not down with it, Mr. Jones. I don't want you to use. There has to be an alternate method to dealing with issues.
See a doctor and all kinds of stuff still though.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to self-medicate.
So he's not self-medicating, he's got a prescription for marijuana, and I know we've gone down this road already, so he's not self-medicating, he's under a doctor's orders.
He has a second DWI that's open. I don't want you using, Mr. Jones. Just the plain and simple of it. I mean, don't. Do you understand? Don't use and get ready, please. It's way too much drama. I'm ready to put this baby to bed one way or the other.
We'll reach out to the lab and do an
Please.
eval.
All right, I'm gonna do 30 days. I'm gonna continue it now. Don't use. You've got 40 days. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Sir.
Okay, get ready. All right, Dustin. Good morning, Mr. Hinojosa.
Good morning, how you doing?
Sir, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have 2 cases, actually. You've got the DWI. You also have the unlawful carrying of a weapon. I'm assuming that one is,
No, you're not right. Yeah.
they're going to dismiss that second case against you. You need to understand that this DWI is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What you need to understand is that whenever you get pulled over, an officer is going to see this. If they smell alcohol or they smell dope and they come up and they look that you have a prior DWI, you think things will go well? Probably not. So what I'm telling you is that you now have this DWI that's going on your record. If I were you, I would never get into a car, even if you had a sip of alcohol, because you're taking a humongous risk. Do you understand? after today, you will also have a minimum of 30 days in jail for any other DWIs that you pick up. You can use this to enhance your punishment to a minimum of 30 days in jail. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. You can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. Do you understand? You still want to do this? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? What have you worked out, Mr. Morgan?
There's 1 year, 1 year probation, 30 hours community service, no drugs or alcohol, random urine analysis.
So it's
180 days.
So the agreement is this: for you to successfully complete this probation, it's 180 days in jail. We will probate that for 1 year. As part of the probation, you will do one victim impact panel. What about a DWI education class?
Judge, he has a, judge, that's fine, we can add that in there.
It's not in here now. And I'm going to tell you, Mr. Morgan, that if he doesn't do the education class, they'll probably end up suspending his license. I don't know for sure, but from what I understand, the rule is that if you do the DWI education, the DWI education, it doesn't suspend your license. But did you mean to add?
Added in, Judge.
It was an oversight.
Accident by my part.
Okay. Got it. So you must do a DWI education class, a victim impact panel. No breath test refusal. If you were pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit to a breath sample, you must take that sample. Random urinalysis. No drugs, alcohol.
He has 100 hours upstairs.
Do you have any children?
You're doing the 30 hours here.
Mr. Morgan, I was gonna,
About the community service. Yeah.
He's on a deferred in felony court as well, Judge, where he has to do community service anyway.
I was gonna pick that off anyways. I mean,
We appreciate that,
what I
Judge.
normally do, what I think would be more prudent is if they have children to do like a parenting class in lieu of, but he doesn't have children, so I guess we'll just.
Judge, he's fully employed, so he's on his way to become a productive member of society, I imagine. Starting a family at one point, once he's a little more financially stable, will be where he needs to be. Still pretty young though.
You're on felony probation now. You have to have a freaking halo over your head. Because if you don't, you could go to prison for a very long time. Have you been to prison before? If you have any doubts, go online and look at how miserable prison is. It's not a fun place. And I will tell you, there are some parts of prison that the lights don't even go off where people sleep. You can imagine how you have no REM sleep, how much that will play on your psyche and your hormones. It's incredible how bad Texas prisons are. There's no air conditioning. It's freaking awful. If you don't believe me, go look it up. You're on this deferred now, so you got to behave. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right. If you violate this agreement, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you back in jail. I'm going to bring you right back out, and we're going to talk about whether you violated this agreement. If you violate this agreement, you're looking at up to 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Fully understand.
Okay. There's what do you do for a living? How much money do you make a month?
Judge, it's contractual, so it's whenever he has business.
There's a surcharge and fines and fees,
Yes.
Mr. Morgan.
And yeah, if we could waive that, as he has a forfeiture pending that is about to make him completely indigent.
Forfeiture.
Yes.
Oh, they took the car?
They took the car and he has been without transportation, and it's been a struggle to make ends meet. So
What kind of car did you have that they seized?
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
yeah, no, he was.
Is that like a $90,000 car? How much was that?
Yeah.
Yep,
You right on the dot right there.
yep. Yep.
Wow.
Doing good, and
You
then,
know, I will tell you, I routinely warn people here about when they end up racing, they do crazy stuff, donuts and this and that. When they pick up a second one, a lot of the times the cars get seized. We see it every now and then when it happens, and here it's tried and true. This is a second case, and man, that's a nice, someone's going to get a benefit nicely from that.
Yep.
I hope that you get it, you know, from now on. You don't have to say anything, but I'm just really, actions have consequences, and that's a hell of a, man, I wish I had that kind of car.
it's a-
Here I am with a jalopy. Drive a nicer car than I did.
but with that being said, Judge, if you would be so kind as to waive the surcharges, that would be ideal.
We want you to learn from this, Mr. Hinojosa. This is your first DWI. I will acquiesce to Mr. Morgan, but I'm going to tell you, if you're not smart enough to consider how to get home on a night of drinking, you act like a child, we will treat you like a child. But the way we do it, the way that we spank you is with a ton of jail time, you know? Really, you act like a child, you'll get treated like a child. And I'm going to tell you, I'm waiving nearly $3,500 in fines and fees and surcharges from you now. But I'm going to tell you, a second DWI, it's $6,000 surcharge, not to mention court costs. So you can probably roll out of here with about $7,000 in fines and fees. You pick up a second one. Do you understand? Get a clue. It's not hard. All right, done. I need you to do a waiver for me.
Yeah,
And then
sure.
I'll grant it for you. And then, all right, good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
As advice, could you say anything about like
Oh,
advice?
We agreed to no device.
Is that the agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to tell you, if we're going to test you, I'm going to test you like crazy. So I know that you're not using. If I find that you use, one of the sanctions that we can do is either guardian interlock or a scram device. Those devices are hundreds of dollars a month. Don't drink. Don't use illegal drugs. Do you understand? Okay, man.
Thank you, Judge.
Great to see you like always.
Great to see you, Judge.
Okay. Good luck, Mr. Hinojosa. Good morning, Mr. Venable.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Venable, you're charged with 2 counts of assault. One is of a family member. On both of those, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay, Ms.
On January 21st of 2024 in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to an AFM call. Officer met with the complainant. The complainant and the defendant have been dating for 5 months. The complainant and the defendant were arguing. The defendant pushed the complainant to the ground, causing her to scrape her right arm. While the complainant was still on the floor, the defendant stepped on her neck. Officer noted.
Stepped on her neck.
Yes, Judge. Officer noted redness on the complainant's arm and neck.
Do you know if it impeded breathing?
No, Judge. I don't, I can't, let me check. It wasn't charged as an impeding breath, so.
Well, I know it wasn't charged, but is it?
The DIMS don't say that she had any trouble breathing, but I'll look at the offense report, Judge.
And here's the other thing. The first assault is from October of 23. The second assault is from January of this year.
Yes,
And now we have a felony evading arrest on December 10th.
yes, Judge.
Were these 2Bs? Was he out on bond for these? Vic, do you know?
It looks like. No,
So
it
this is
looks-
Venable, who's now picked up a third case. He had 2 misdemeanors, one's from 23, one's from 24.
We were open for just for a while, it was like,
Did we ever do PC or had he ever been on bond
no, Judge, it was just a non-arrival.
for the whole time? All right.
Both.
Judge, it doesn't say that she had trouble breathing, it just says that it caused her pain.
This is one of the judge's most intense warnings yet. No AC, no lights off, no sleep. He paints a brutal picture of prison life. This isn't just scare tactic drama. It's a legal strategy to push defendants toward compliance. Let me know in the comments. Do you think judges should be this blunt?
Okay, can you do probable cause? So that's the family member, right?
That's the AFM.
Okay, can you do the first case? Because I don't think we've done probable cause on that one though.
This is the AFM from January 21st. Oh, the ABI, the one before.
Yeah, the one before.
On 9/29/2023, officers were dispatched. On arrival, officers spoke with the witness, the complainant's wife, who said that the defendant assaulted the complainant by slapping him in the face because the complainant's dog killed the defendant's girlfriend's cat. Then officers spoke with the complainant, who said he had invited the defendant into his residence to discuss the situation when the defendant said she should knock the shit out of him. And the next thing complainant knew, the defendant had struck him across the left side of his face with his hand, causing pain.
Mr. Venable, I want you to understand one thing, that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs.
Sure.
And if that means I have to make your bond extremely high, taking you into custody, kicking and screaming, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand?
Sure.
I'm ordering you as a condition, I'm going to find probable cause on both of your cases, and I'm ordering you not to have any contact with either of the people in this case.
Sure.
There's a protective order that has been issued in the family case. I would get to know it. Don't say anything. You will get the opportunity. Now is not that time. I'm telling you what the expectation is while these cases are open, and what the expectation is for you to be able to live in this free world. Because if you don't abide by these expectations, I'm going to take the free world away from you. You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. You're also not to have contact with either of these people, not to be in possession of any weapons, and abide by the conditions of the protective order. If you violate those conditions of the protective order, the state can file a fourth case, a violation of a protective order. If they do, that is the capital murder of misdemeanors. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up, and you violate those conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at zero bond. Zero bond, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to protect every person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
I do, but it's
So you do not have a Texas driver license. I am now ordering you also as a condition of your bond not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising you that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care what you got to do. I don't care where you got to go. You violate this, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car.
an Ubering to and from, so.
Don't. There's nothing you can say to justify. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you what the expectation is.
Yes, Your Honor.
We are now going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So for now, I'm going to have you come up here, sign this order, promising us you're not going to drive. I will get you to Victoria where we will have you sign a reset for you to go get a lawyer. You will meet with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go.
So,
The one in there that has contact.
Got it. Okay. So Rosette, the order in the one that's signed by the magistrate is allowing contact, but I'm going to issue one now so that he cannot have contact. Okay? Just so that you know.
Also, I don't see a motive on the assault bodily injury case.
Well, it's because it's not a family member case. That's why. You can only do one on the family member cases. All right? That way. John D.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey, bud.
Judge, was that CHA?
sorry, I'm on.
We like Victoria Venable. Okay, thank you.
John D.
Judge.
What's the word?
I'm gonna put him first on young Mr. Cuellar, Diego Cuellar. He's due back today because he wanted some getting his GED. I spoke to him this morning. He had to get an ID in order for him to get his high
I
school.
think he's supposed to come here with his ID today, wasn't he?
That, he showed me a proof that he's applying for it. He hasn't gotten the ID.
Come up.
And he's got proof on his phone that he's been researching the GED program. So he's taken active steps towards the judge. He just doesn't have the ID in order for him to get the transcript.
Mr. Cuellar, you haven't done
In the
absolutely,
GED program, right?
I have to wait for the school to mail in the transcript so I can get the ID. They said I need my old school record so they have proof of who I am. But I have my GED login on my phone. I can show you.
to go get an ID, all you have to do is go to DPS and get an ID, right?
If they're under the age, they actually have to have a student verification form from a school.
That's what he's waiting for.
I was there
He's got
yesterday.
the, he's got,
What school is this?
Calhoun High School in Port Lavaca. Calhoun High School in Port Lavaca. I called them yesterday and they're gonna mail it.
The day before court, you call,
That was when I had my appointment for the DPS.
okay? So how long are we gonna wait for you to get the ID to be able to start on your GED?
Well, they said they mailed it already, so probably it's like a couple of days, like 3 days.
So let's set it a week. Okay, all right, I'll see you in a week, sir. All right.
okay, go ahead. I'll
Was that
text you.
Cuellar?
Yeah.
Yes, that was Cuellar.
Okay, John D, who's
Did you get the
next?
results? For his drug test?
Well, you sent,
Second, I'll check.
you sent him to get tested last time, but it's not, it hasn't been 30 days, Judge, because you wanted him to come back to show proof. So,
That's all right, John.
so I think by next time, he told me it's clearing out. So that's good. The next one I have, Judge, is, well, we have to approach on Mr. Yeah,
Yeah.
Imamovich, Judge. They're gonna
With an
file
I?
with an I-M-A.
Whether you're dismissing it?
Yes, there.
Yes, Judge. So I think, so we had dismissed the ABI, but I don't think we ever got the MOA dismissed. And so he got picked up on a VPO.
So,
But we don't plan on moving forward with the
Okay, all
VPO.
right, I'll sign it.
got it, Judge.
Thank you,
And then
Judge.
lastly, I have Mr. Johnson, but they
So
are,
there's the proof. You see that?
well, hey,
Even if the case gets dismissed, the DPO still lives on.
there you go, Judge. But it's good news, right things being
Yeah,
done.
you're doing all right.
Mr. Johnson, they are seeking some chief discussion in order to get that off your docket
The
today.
case
I'm
is
just
not
waiting. No, I got you, but I